Welcome, parents of the Westmoreland Elementary 3rd and 4th grade students. We are your 3rd and 4th grade team. I am Dan Prey, a.k.a. Mr. Prey. I taught for 10 years at St. George, and I shipped on over to Westmoreland. This is my first year here, and I am super excited to be here. I also coach the wrestling team up at Rock Creek. Go Mustangs.
We're glad to have Dan this year on the team. My name is Catherine Seitz, and I've taught 3rd and 4th grade many years. Overall, 22 years at Westy Elementary. So I'm glad to be part of the Westy family, and I have some great partners this year. So
I'm Leslie Nelson. This is my 22nd year teaching overall. I started at Rock Creek as junior high special education. Moved to Westy for some special education years, and the last 5 years I've spent in 3-4 with different team members, and we're glad to have a new team member this year, Mr. Prey.
We're going to be walking you through the Parent Information Guide. So instead of this year trying to get everybody together, we thought we'd try our hand at doing it online.
Hope you like our video. Here we go. So the first thing we want to talk about is home-school communication. That is vital for success for your students and for our team. So we have 4 things we'd like to talk about. First of all is the weekly agenda, and you probably have been seeing this, or you should be seeing this in your student's binder. It's dark, bright cherry pink. It's kept in their binder all week long, given to the students on Monday. It will give you all the important information you need to know about homework that needs to be done. Please check it daily with your child, because we try to ask them to write it down. They need help following through on that, because they're just learning how to organize their responsibilities. So on Fridays, you'll notice that we've been recording their responsibilities and how well they've been doing. So please visit with your child over the weekend and then sign that over the weekend and return it on Mondays. So anything else? Oh, their spelling words will be on this agenda as well, so you'll know how to help what list they're working on that week. So this agenda sheet is in their binders, and it helps organize their work. Hopefully. You might have some different schedules or information that are in plastic sheet protectors we think the kids should have access to regularly. We've labeled 2 of their folders, and so if you have noticed, we've got a work folder. They should be keeping their done and not done papers in, and then we have a very important papers folder. And so this one you'll want to check regularly. It tends to pile up and it becomes a little nest of papers. Look what I've done. And then notes to parents, those things should be coming home to you the day that they're sent. We apologize if you don't get them for a week later, but we do ask them to put them in this folder immediately when they get them. So this is really the best tool for keeping track day to day. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can call or email us. And we'd be glad to help you with that. So that's the biggest tool here. Party volunteers, we had a sign up at the back to school night, and we'll email those parents that signed up, and we will coordinate what snacks we'll bring. And as a reminder, we do have a peanut allergy in our 3-4 family. So any party snacks or birthdays, try to keep that in mind so we don't have any allergic reactions. And then for student birthdays, we usually try to celebrate those around 3:15 at the end of the day. And we can do that as a homeroom, or we can do that all together as a 3-4 family. So you just check with your homeroom teachers if you want to know, or hopefully your child knows how many students in their class. And we have 52 total. If you want to do all 3-4, that's a big job, but we do sometimes celebrate all together. Your preference.
All right, moving on to classroom management. We expect successful foundations. We have something put in this year. Ask your kids to recite the school pledge. They'll do a great job. I know my kids don't even need the video anymore. I'm sure the other ones don't either. So we'll guide our class and school expectations on how we treat each other in the classroom and in life. We have a love and logic technique that we use as teachers that some of us have been trained on and that others have been filled in on. but it just takes an approach that uses choices. You can choose to do this or you can choose to do that. It's a little more empathetic, and then it values their learning opportunities with natural and logical consequences. Our homework policy, we do ask that your child is reading 20 minutes each day, also located in the student binder that's written on there, and practice your spelling words. Those are also located on that agenda that we just talked about. Stay caught up with your Zern lessons, your accelerated math objectives. That would be in my class for accelerated math objectives. We assign homework. It should be written in the agenda. Most times it is. On occasion we get a few students that forget, and we need it done for the next school day. Also, we do have the absent sheets that come around that students will complete for any missed work. Sometimes it'll be, if it's an assessment, might be waiting till the next day. If it's something that they can do, we'll send that home. And just let us know ever if you know they're going to be gone. I've had several parents that have contacted me already saying my child will be gone tomorrow or later this week, or any vacations that are going to be going on also.
Okay, we have the learning goal scoring rubric. Fourth grade parents are going to be familiar with this. It's the same as last year. Third graders, we use a rubric system similar to the state of Kansas when they take assessments. You can see on this sheet it says 4 is exemplary. That means they go above and beyond, doing a little more than what we expect a third or fourth grader to do. A 3 is proficient. Means they're on target, right where we need them to be. They're working and understanding what we're teaching. 2 is developing. They're not there yet. They need a little help. They're getting there, but just need some assistance. And then 1 is kind of a, they're just starting out. We maybe need to reteach it a different way or give them some extra support or guidance in that area. Really you need to know that you're going to see a lot of 2s. That's okay. You should see a lot of 2s because they are developing and growing as third and fourth graders. And we hope that they're at 3s by the end of the year. So it's okay to have a 2. That means they're right where they are as a third and fourth grader and doing okay.
The report card this year is going to be shared at our parent-teacher-student conferences. We include students in our third and fourth grade fall meetings because they're a big part of the conversation, and they should know what the expectations are and how well they're doing, maybe what goals that they can set for the rest of the year. So the conference week or dates this in November are the 6th and the 7th. However, Mrs. Nelson will be meeting with her fourth grade students the week prior, and she'll get in contact with you about this. But the thing you need to know is that we'll be going over the report card, maybe some data reports from other assessments we've done. Please bring your child to the conference, and hopefully it's a relaxed conversation between all 3 of us, 4 of us, however many are in the conversation about their education and their social and emotional growth.
And let us know any time that you have questions or concerns regarding any of their grades. I'm going to talk about the ELA opportunities that we have. We use Engage New York for ELA. Models or Units Guide on our daily reading, writing, speaking, and listening comprehension. We walk through modules both as third and fourth graders in one class. So we're not broken apart on this. We're also utilizing Words Their Way this year, which is our spelling program. It's new to us. I have 1 year of experience, and we've brought it over from St. George. Focus is spelling specifically and attacking words in isolations and following patterns. There's something else we're utilizing. It's called Spelling City. And the kids log on, they're able to hear the words, they're able to play games with the words, and they're able to test with the words. You'll see reports coming home with those also. At the end of the day, we have a read to self time that we encourage your child to read. This does not include the 20 minutes that they need to be reading outside. This is part of the school day, so on top of that, we ask that they also read 20 minutes outside each day to make sure they're really focusing and getting those skills that we need. And then we take advantage of the Accelerated Reader Program. We've asked for 8 points total, And each book is worth half a point if you look at picture books. And then they're also labeled on chapter books if they're worth more than that. A lot of the ones that we read right now are worth 1 and 2. I've seen upwards to books that have 46 points. And then we'll continue to encourage them to read, even if they get past their goal. And then you can see at the very bottom, we still teach cursive writing. We are very excited about that and very humbled to be teaching that, as we can see some of our great documents throughout history are still written in cursive. And so if we see these outside of the classroom, now we'll be able to read them, and it's just so important to the history of our nation.
Okay, how about math? Some math learning opportunities. Eureka Math is our math curriculum for kindergarten through 6th grade. Parent support's available if you go to greatminds.net. You can get all kinds of resources. You might see some tip sheets coming home when we start modules, so that's where we get that information from. We use Zern to supplement that. It's an online program that goes right along with the lessons we do in Eureka Math. So we try to encourage kids to be right where we're at, so they're getting the same information kind of twice. So if they're maybe not paying attention in class, maybe they're listening to the Zern guy talk to them on the computer, just so to make sure they're getting what they need. A new thing for us this year, accelerated math. Mr. Prey's trying that out with his 4th grade math class. So you won't be seeing accelerated math information coming from any 3rd graders, or if they have my math class, we're doing Zern while Mr. Prey is doing accelerated math. It is also an online scan program doing math. He sets it up to go along with skills they're learning in Eureka Math, and they get a new practice and then take a test. And then Reflex, we started that a couple years ago and continuing that this year. Just FACS fluency program that students can work at home or school. They can actually work home or school on the Zern also, but they can use Reflex to practice their basic math facts: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We encourage they get the green light. There's a little icon at the top of their screen. If it gets all the way green, then that's considered getting their green light. At least 3 days per week is our goal. We want them to try to get green 3 days a week.
Okay, ways we strengthen our brains. We start the school year off really trying to teach the kids about thinking and wondering and noticing about the world around them. And so 3 ways that we address that are a growth mindset, with our Kagan cooperative learning strategies, and then we have an online portfolio journal that we're setting up through Seesaw. So growth mindset is just the new thinking about making mistakes, taking risk, being open to challenges, and then learning from all of those experiences. I think when we all went to school, it was all about getting the right answer, doing, being perfect the right time the first time. And so, we set some kids up for a difficult time if we don't kind of help shift their mindset to we're all learning, we're all progressing and developing, and mistakes are part of it. So if you hear more about growth mindsets, feel free to share that with us. There are a lot of books out there and videos. That message is just, I think, opening up for a lot of learners. So, Kagan Cooperative Learning. This was a district-wide initiative. The instructional models are structures for students to learn how to cooperate and work together. It's the social skills combined with academics. And so we're practicing new information, remembering information, sharing information, and it's a better way to keep all students engaged rather than just the 1 or 2 that are really connected and always raising their hand. This way we have at least 50%, 75, 100% participation, so that's good. Seesaw, it's an online educational portfolio that we're setting up. 4th graders will be familiar with that. The families log in and they can see videos of their students' work. They can comment, they can like it. There is a parent app. We'll send you an invitation email with a QR code in the sign-up procedures.
All right, we wanted to end with our slide of the school phone number. And any of our emails, if you don't have it, there they are right there. Contact us anytime. We are truly here for your kids. It's been a great experience so far for the last 6 weeks being here and getting to know your kids. And there's so much more that we could say. So make sure if you have any questions or concerns, you contact us. Have a great day.
Right.
Thanks.
Bye.